Alright, hey, it's Mega here, and welcome to another anime figure show and tell with Yui Yuigahama. Alright, from man, it's one of those weird titles. Hey, Mega already has a Yukinoshita figure. Alright, guys, and so I wanted to buy this one to pair it up with her. Right, she's from my youth romantic comedy is wrong, right? Or it's also has people call it Oregairu. Okay, guys, that's the short title for it. All right, guys. So I got this figure from Mercari. All right, it's another Mercari purchase. Every once in a while, Hayes Mega will find a good deal on there. All right, but the figures are like so expensive nowadays. All right, I got this for $49.50. I bought this figure in October of 2025. All right, and it's now like the end of the year. Okay. I got it from a seller Yuzu0780. Okay, they only have 8 transactions. So I got it for a sale price of $49.50. That's a pretty good deal. I think that's how much it would cost if you were to buy it from like AmiAmi or something. So that's why I snatched her up. Okay, delivery was $7.97 with a buyer protection fee of $2.06. Tax was $4.83, and then I had some kind of coupon. That's how I bought this. All right, so yeah, I had like a 10% coupon or something, and so that gave me $4.95 off. All right, so pretty much $5 off of the figure. So total to my door, she was $59.41. All right, and then she's already in the United States, so I got her pretty fast. Okay. They sent her UPS Ground Saver. Okay, so that's where I got her from, Mercari for $49.50. All right, $59 to my door. Here's some information from myfigurecollection.net about this figure. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I watched this anime. I watched the first season and I got so bored of the second season, I just dropped it. Okay, guys, maybe I might pick it up sometime, or maybe I might just rewatch the whole thing. Okay, guys. But yeah, his Mega didn't have a very good time watching it, okay, guys? But the girls are really cute, okay, guys? So the category is pre-painted. Origin, Yahari Ore no Seishun Love Comedy wa Machigateru Zoku. Okay, yeah, it's one of those weird name titles, alright, guys? Or they just call it Oregairu, or My Teenage Romantic Comedy is Wrong, okay? Or My Teenage Romantic SNAFU or something. There's a lot of different titles for it, okay, guys? Character is Yui Yuigahama Yui. Okay, it's another one of those characters with their first name is the same as the last name almost. Okay, company is Revolve as the manufacturer. Okay, like I mentioned, I have the Yukinoshita figure. Okay, so I will have a link to that at the end of this video if you guys want to check that out. Okay, Hayes Meg is more I'm more of a Yukino fan. Okay, guys, but Yui is the voluptuous one. Okay. The artist is Rinka as the sculptor, Tori as the color producer or painter. Okay, Tori is I think Bird, right? The painter has done a bunch of Uma Musume figures. I actually have a Mira figure from they painted one of those Mira figures, but I haven't done the show and tell on that yet. I have an Echidna figure that Tori has painted. Okay, so I'll probably put a link to that figure at the end of this video. I was very impressed with it, as one will say. I'm surprised they didn't do I'm surprised that they had a different person color this. All right, the Yukino figure. They didn't do the Yukino figure. That's kind of weird. I would think they would do the same one. Version is lingerie version. Okay, there she is. So this is gonna go in my lingerie figure collection. All right, I have quite a few now. Releases is September 2022. In Japan for 14,400 yen or $92.69. So Hayes Mega got this for about $60. I'd say I did pretty good, okay? With the shipping and all that stuff too. Okay, so materials are ABS and PVC plastics. Dimensions is a 1/7 scale with a height of 130 millimeters or 5.07 inches. Okay, so it's not a very tall figure. So here's some current market prices for this figure right now. Akiba Soul. Oh, Akiba Soul has it for $53. No, I don't believe it. I think, yeah, so I remember I saw this figure on Akiba Soul and somebody bought it, all right? I was going to buy it and then somebody bought it. Hayes Mega waited too long. But they had her for $53.99, okay? Nin Nin Games has her for 7,920 yen. Right, that's around $50. Project KENYC has her for $158.99. Holy moly. X Figure has her for $169. Okay. Somebody's selling her for $70 with free shipping. Somebody's trying to buy her for $80. Nippon Station has her for $111.24. Somebody's selling her for €80. Yeah, I don't really know how that works out. Okay, so those are some current market prices. Yeah, you're probably looking around $100 for this figure at the most, is what I'm gonna say. All right, maybe 100, 120, and then at the least around $50, $60. Okay, guys. So Hayes Mega, I think I got her for a decent price. Okay, especially since I didn't really want this figure. So okay, guys. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Yui fan, right? But she is very pretty. Okay. Okay, so let's start the show and tell. First, we'll take a look at the box. So one thing you want to ask is, does this make a good box display figure? And I would say yes, yes it does. All right, it's got this huge window here. All right, it's really like 80% of the front of the box. All right, and you can see the figure in there nicely, and it's also in the clamshell molding. If you change, yes, so the one thing is you'll be noticing is you can barely see the figure in there because she's wrapped up in so much freaking plastic. Okay, so you just take all that plastic off and hide it on the bottom of the box, and then you get a great display box. Okay, a display box figure. All right, so yeah, so you can see the figure in there, 80% window. Awesome. All right, this is by manufactured or produced by a company Revolve. Okay. And then here you've got a bunch of sakura blossoms and petals and all that stuff. Okay, and then we've got a 1/7 scale painted figure of Yui Yuigahama Yui. All right, and this is lingerie version down here. Okay, I imagine that says our name in Japanese. Okay, this box is not in mint condition. All right, the edges are kind of beat up a little bit. This one is beat up pretty bad, as you can see here. Okay, so that's okay. All right, and then the front, actually the plastic on the window, the plastic for the window is scratched a little bit. Okay. Okay, there's the side of the box. All right, it's a pink color, just like her hair. Right. Sculptor is Rinka from Revolve, and the paint master is Tori from Revolve. All right, just like it said at the myfigurecollection.net. Here you've got Revolve here. And then here you've got an open window and a bunch of kind of looks like stained glass windows or something. Okay, guys. 1/7 scale painted figure, Yui Yuigahama Yui. Okay. Oh, man, it's a little beat up, man. Okay, that's okay. That's why I got a good deal on her. All right, here you can see a silhouette of the figure. All right. And then same information from the side there. Here we've got an English sticker here. Okay, so this looks like it was Good Smell Company helped distribute this figure because Good Smell Company is right here. Okay, it says ages 15 and up, choking hazard for children 3 and under, and there's some chemicals in here that can cause cancer. All right, so these California labels, man, I'm telling you, what doesn't cause cancer nowadays? All right, guys. So this leads me to believe this figure was imported into the United States, all right, and then sold in the United States first, okay, guys, rather than imported from Japan, all right. So this is like a U.S. kind of domestic, well, import figure type of thing, okay. All right, here we've got the title of the anime, all right, or I think it's a light novel also, all right. I'm not gonna go over it. It's Oregairu, okay, guys. It says here there's some pet. It's recyclable, right? There's some recyclable materials. I mean, I guess it's the box. I guess you could recycle the figure too if you didn't really want it. All right, it's made out of ABS back here. This is the 15 and up, the Revolve logo right here. I don't know how many other figures I have from Revolve. I know I do have the Yukino figure, okay, guys? Oh, there's a part number here, F-021, okay? It says here TBS Animation, licensed by TBS Television. Okay, so I guess they're the ones that they first aired the anime, and then here you've got a barcode number. Okay. Okay, here's this side. It's basically the same as the other side, except the open window is on the it's near the front of the box. Okay. Back at the front, on the top. roughly the same size in height. Okay, you've got a little window on the top to let some light in, all right, and you've got these sakura petals, and then all the same information from the rest of the box. Okay, I'm not gonna go over it again. Okay, down here is just white, and yeah, let's go open her up. You could possibly take her out from the bottom of the box, but since the tape has been cut already, this figure has been taken out of the box, or it has been opened, all right? I don't know if it's been taken out of the box because I can see all that plastic in there, man. Okay. All right, let's do the unboxing. Okay, so if you look at the inside of the box, it's all pink. There's some kita in there, all right, some sparkles. And there's that sakura petal cut out, right? I can't remember what the Yukino box looked like. All right, there she is, the beautiful Yui Yuigahama. Okay, and so the figure was pretty easy to assemble. So I want to say, so there was two clamshell moldings, one for the base, and then one for the figure itself. Okay, and then there's a separate like compartment for these dog ears. Okay, I'm gonna take them off in a bit. Okay, guys, but yeah, so yeah, assembly is pretty easy. You just kind of just plop her down onto the base. All right, so it's one of these furry bases. All right, I like these. They give the girls a nice soft place to rest, to sit on. Okay, guys. Okay, and then so it's your choice if you want to put the dog ears on. I think they're magnetic. All right, they just kind of just snap into place. All right, and I think you can put them backwards if you want. Okay, that's the way I had it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off now. Okay, guys. Okay, I prefer to not have them on there. Okay, I think the Yukino figure has the cat ears. Okay, guys. So there's that. All right, so let's do a quick 360, and then I'll do a whatchamacallit. We'll take a closer look at this figure, and then we'll scrutinize this figure. But I can already tell you, I was pretty happy with the last one, and I'm with the Yukino figure, and it looks like I'm pretty happy with this one. Ooh, she's very sexy. Oof. Okay. So yeah, she'll be going next to the Yukino figure. Okay. All right. See you guys in a bit. Oof. Okay, guys. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. It's very. She's very sexy. Okay. So, man, these high school girls, man, I'm telling you. All right. So let's start at the base and we'll work our way up. All right. So like I mentioned, it has one of these fuzzy bases. All right. So there's this furry stuff on the top, so for her to sit down on. All right. And she's just kind of just splayed out onto the base. All right. There's no pegs or anything, so you can pretty much put her there, or you can just not use the base at all. All right. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I like to put these in the case, in the display case, so they got some place to sit, and then I put other figures with them on there. What I might do is just display the Yukino and the Yui figure together. Okay. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this figure. All right, and what I like about this figure is that the lingerie, it's like a pink, kind of a reddish pink lingerie, and it really contrasts with her skin. All right, she has really fair skin. Okay. Yeah, it really pops out there. Okay. So yeah, so that's the base. I think it is painted. It's painted like a kind of like a metallic or like a pearl finish. All right. Like a white pearl. Looks like there's a nub mark right here though. Okay, but it's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, it is painted also. So it's painted, it's got the furry stuff on there. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start at the legs and we'll work our way up. So we'll zoom in a little bit more there. Okay, she's wearing these thigh-high stockings. All right, they're pink and they've got shading. All right, guys. It's kind of lighter right here, and then where the joints are, it kind of gets darker. Okay, lighter and then darker right here. Very nice. Hayes makes a big fan of the shading. I like it. All right, the feet are a little darker, and the molding looks great for the folds and everything. Okay, very, very smooth. The paint looks very smooth too. I would say it's like a matte finish for the stockings. Okay, so they're kind of thigh high, just a little bit above the knee stockings. Okay, here's the other one. Very nice. Okay, you can kind of make out her toes a little bit in there. Very good molding. Okay, it's darker around the joints, like I mentioned. Okay, there's the bottom. Okay, and then so they're attached to the, there's a garter, okay? So there's the garter strap, and then that's the garter that holds out the stockings. Okay, very nice. I like it. Okay. So there's the straps attached to it right there, and it's got like a, it looks like it has like a little adjustment thingy here for the straps. All right, where it attaches. Okay, since we're talking about the garter, let's take a look at it already. So there it is. It's just up there on her waist. It's got this kind of lacy stuff here. Okay, very nice. It's so it's like a pink color. The base color is pink, and then the top color, where all the details and designs are it's a kind of like a white color. Okay, very nice. It has white borders. It's got a little black ribbon here where it's attached to it. Okay, oh, very nice, very sexy. Okay, there's a total of 4 straps. There's one that goes on the back, and then one on the front. Okay, you can't see the ones attached to the back though. Okay, only the ones on the front. Okay, it looks like there's a kind of like a, it gets kind of thicker here at the top of the stockings. Okay, and then so there's the, I don't know if you would call that absolute territory, but yeah, because she's already like in her underwear. Okay, guys. Yeah, so you get the skin here, all right? You get the thighs, all right? She's got some nice thighs, all right? She's a thick lady, all right? I just want to say, if you ask me, she's just right, all right? She's not too thick, not too thin, just right, all right? She's medium is premium. Well, in fact, maybe she's a little on the thick side, okay, guys? Which is fine, all right? Okay, very nice. The skin looks great. All right, I think they went with the flat paint, all right? It's flat, but it's very smooth, all right? I like it. Okay, and then she's wearing a pink pantsu also, all right? You can see it's kind of like stuck in her butt crack a little bit, all right? You can't really see her coin slot, though. It looks like it's really soft. And it's really hugging her butt crack. Okay, guys. It looks like it might have a little bit of shading. It looks like it's a little darker, like on the edges. Okay, very nice. And then you can see it go around here and to the front. There's a little, looks like a little bow on the top there. You can kind of see behind her hands. Okay, very nice. There's a little squish. All right, you can see the skin squishing out of the pantsu a little bit. Oh, very nice. Okay. All right, and then we'll go take a look at her upper body. Okay, very nice, good skin. All right, I don't think there's really any, not much shading on the skin at all. All right, yeah, there's no shading on the skin, but there's shading on the stockings. Okay. All right, there's her tummy. She's got a pretty flat tummy. That's what I'm gonna say. She's wearing yeah, so there's the bra that she's wearing. It's got some ruffly stuff down here. It's got a black ribbon right here in between her bust. Okay. And yeah, so it's just like the garter part is pink, and then it has that white details, all right? And they look like kind of leaves and stuff and vines. All right, very nice. It's got the white ruffly stuff around the edges and on the bottom. Okay, and I think it's like a pearl color too. It's a little, it's on the glossy side. Okay, and then you've got the black ribbons right here. Okay, has to go with the same theme. All right, guys. And then she's got these pink straps going around her shoulders. Okay, and it goes to the back here. And then there's the ruffly stuff right there, and the black ribbons again. Very nice. If anything, I feel like she's got a little bit of pink shading. Her skin looks a little pinkish in certain spots. Like she got a sunburn, sort of, kind of. But the front is kind of flat looking, is what I'm saying. There's no shading on it. All right. Yes, she's got a nice big pair of boobies. All right, guys. They're pretty big. All right, they're much bigger than Yukino's, is what I'm gonna say. And you can see the cleavages. All right, she's got a lot of the cleavages. All right, and you get the collarbones and exposed shoulders. All right. Her arms are down, so you wacky lovers are it's a no-go for you guys. Okay. She's got these ribbons tied around her arms. Okay, very nice. It looks like they're that kind of pearl color, right? It's like a white, very light pink color. Okay, very nice. Okay, and then yeah, she's got a little squish here coming out of the garter straps. I just noticed. All right, she's a little on the thick side, guys. All right, and then there's her hands. Her hands are kind of holding her up, sort of, kind of, her upper body. Does she have any kind of nail polish? Her hands are kind of like pinkish. I know, like certain parts of they use like a pink shading on it. Okay, well, it looks okay, I guess. It's just funny because her skin is so fair, and then they add this pink shading to it. It kind of pops out. All right, I think they added some kind of a nail polish. All right, some kind of glossy paint to it. Very nice. Okay, and then we'll go take a look at her face. All right, she's got those kind of brown or red eyes. They're kind of little reddish eyes. They're like pink eyes, right? And she's looking off to the left. She's blushing a little bit. Okay, she's got her head tilted. You can see her ear popping out of her hair. All right, she's got the short hair. All right, her hair's done up in a bun right here. All right, and then the hair has a whatchamacallit, a shading on it too. Okay, sorry, this figure rotates in a weird axis, so. Okay, she's blushing a little bit. And then she looks like she's got some like brown eyebrows or something. Should be like the pink color of her hair, right? And then you can also see the line that separates the front and the back of the hair. It's pretty noticeable. Okay, hair looks good. I don't really see any bananas. It looks really smooth and good detail on the molding and everything. Okay, it's just long enough just to go down to just the top of her shoulders. Okay, so very nice. Okay, and there she is, Yui Yuigahama, wearing the lingerie. All right, it's a very sexy lingerie. I like it. All right, she's very beautiful. Yeah, she'll be going with the Yukino figure. Okay, so I'll say. So I'm pretty happy with this figure. I got it for a pretty good price, and it's very nice. Okay, just like the other one. Like I said, I was pretty satisfied with the other one, and this one is no exception. All right, and yes, she's voluptuous. Okay, guys. So she's the more thicker of the two girls. All right. For the heroines in the anime. Okay, so let's say. All right, yeah, and I do like the colors. All right, like how the pink really it really contrasts with her really fair skin and stuff. Okay, very nice. Okay, so yeah, she'll be in the same cabinet as a Yukino figure. And yes, she does come with the dog ears if you want to put them on. All right, they're magnetic. All right, I'm not gonna display it with them. Okay. Okay, so thanks for watching. That's the end of the show and tell. I'll put a link to the Yukino figure show and tell and some other the other Tori figure that I have. Okay, the painter. All right, I think it was the Echidna figure. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video also. Okay. Okay. Thanks for watching. Here's Meg out.